Hey, hey, hey. Oh my gosh, like it's been forever since you've seen my face, right? I know. But listen, you guys should know the only thing that can get me this excited and make me press that record button is new yarn, right? New yarn. So, new yarn alert. And this video is going to be my first impression of the new Caron and Pantone collaboration yarn that they released yesterday. So today is August 18th, 2018. And yesterday, Caron and Michaels tried to send internet all ablaze with this new release. And I, of course, got up this morning, was like, boo, get to your Michaels immediately so you can see what all the hype is about. And so, again, this video is going to be my first impression of this yarn and whether or not you should stash it or leave it in the store. I'm gonna let you know in just a few moments. If you're new to me, you don't know who I am. My name is Yolanda. I am the doll designer and the hands behind My Pretty Brown Doll, where I do specialize in brown dolls with natural hair inspired hairstyles. That is my crochet business that I do run full time. And then I also talk about how I run that business over on My Crochet Life. So My Crochet Life is exactly that. It's a behind the scenes look at My Crochet Life. And it's also the place where I get to talk about all things crochet and yarn related. And so this review, I guess you can say, would fall under the My Crochet Life umbrella. But and again, let me take that back. It's not a review. It's not a review of the yarn because I personally feel like I can't review it until I actually use it. So this is my first impression of it. Like, what did I think when I saw it in the store? And so, if you're not familiar, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like I said, they did release this yarn yesterday. It is Caron, so Yarn Inspirations yarn, and they've partnered with Pantone to release this gorgeous braid of just beauty. So clearly you can see that I bought it, right? So you probably already know what I'm going to tell you to do, right? So listen, okay, I'm going to tell you, you should stash it. But let me tell you why I feel like you should add this to your stash and do not leave it in the store. Hold on to your receipt though, because after I actually use it, then I'll tell you whether or not you should keep it or return it. But so listen, like I said, I went to my Michaels immediately today to kind of get a feel for it because I'm the type of person that like needs to touch and feel yarn before I can decide whether or not I want to have it. And listen, oh my gosh, it is so soft and so squishy. And how cute is this? Like, I just love the presentation of it. Like, you get this really cute little chip card situation here where they show you a picture of where they drew the inspiration from and then kind of all the different colorways that's included with it. This one is called fuchsia foliage. Now I will say I do feel like they definitely borrowed from the indie yarn dyers who do something similar, who have like the picture, you know, if you follow some of these indie dyers on Instagram, they normally do like share a picture where they got their inspiration from, and then they'll show you the yarn that they dyed that kind of goes with that picture. So I do kind of feel like they definitely borrowed from some of our indie dyers, but I'm not upset with them because it's a really good idea. And I like this idea of seeing, you know, this is what we got our inspiration from and this is how we came up with these colors. And so you get 5 of these little balls or skeins of yarn. And like I said, it comes in this cute little braid situation, but this will separate. So each one is still their own individual piece, and so you don't necessarily have to use them all together because each one of these will separate from the braid itself. On the Yarn Inspiration, so right now you can find this yarn on yarnspirations.com or in your Michaels stores or on michaels.com. So that's the only place that you'll be able to find it right now. It's not in any other stores. On the Yarn Inspirations website, they list 20 shades. However, on the Michaels website, they list 27. I was like, wait a minute. So what I realized doing a little investigation is that the Michaels stores list even the solid colors. So you are able to get all 5 of your little skeins as black, or they have a midnight blue or an all cream. So the Michaels website lists all of those, whereas I did not see them listed on Yarnspirations. I only saw like the ones with the different colorways on Yarnspirations. So that might be where the difference in colorways is. But there's either 27 if you're on Michaels or 20 if you're on Yarnspirations. This is a machine wash and dry, which we know we love. Any yarn that is easy care, you know we here for it. So this is a machine wash and dry. It is a 60% acrylic, 20% nylon, 20% merino wool. And baby, you can tell that that merino wool is in there, because again, this feels like a luxury yarn. You get 3.5 ounces or 127 yards, and I'm assuming that's all of the balls combined equals 127 yards, because one of these I don't think is 127 yards. So it's all the yarn combined is 127 yards. It does retail for $7.99. If you normally shop at the big box stores for your yarn, then you probably consider that on the higher price end. I, of course, for business purposes, am always looking for a good deal on yarn, but personally, my friends will tell you I am a slight yarn snob. Like, I love the good stuff and I'm willing to pay for it. So the price was not a deterrent for me. Like, I actually thought when I saw that it had merino wool in it, I thought it was going to be like in the $13, $14 range. So I was actually a little excited to see that it was $7.99. Of course, if you're buying it at Michaels, you know, Michaels always got a coupon for you. Like, they have a coupon happening. And so, actually right now they have buy 3, get 1 free on all yarn. So of course I got another one. Of course, like, why wouldn't I? So this color is peacock blue. So I also got the peacock blue as well. I didn't get 3. I got 2 of these because there was actually a yarn that I needed. And so I got the yarn that I needed as my free yarn. So I did buy 3 skeins, or, you know, took advantage of the 2 get 1 free. But my free one, like I said, was something that I actually needed. But again, if you are considering this, if you're thinking about it, I would definitely say add it to your stash. And just keep your receipt, because again, I haven't worked with it, so I can't tell you how well it works. Now I will say this, they are saying that this is a 5 weight. They are saying this is a bulky weight. I'm not in agreement with that. It's definitely a heavier 4 weight, but I don't know if it gets to bulky status. So yeah, like when I look at my other yarns that I have, this, like my bulky weight yarns, I'm trying to see if I have one easily accessible, and I of course do not. But when I think about my bulky weight yarns, this is not it. This would definitely be, like I said, it's a heavier 4 weight. I could see why. I guess they rounded up, because it's definitely not like a Caron Simply Soft or, you know, a Red Heart Super Saver weight. It's slightly heavier than that, but not by much. But not by much. If there was one thing that I would say, like, oh, why wouldn't I buy this? Only because I think it is a little knit friendly versus crochet friendly, and only because, like, it comes in these little, you know, little skeins, and there's not a whole, like, you're definitely gonna have to use this whole thing to crochet something like a substantial piece. When I went to look and see, you know, because of course they give you ideas of what you can do with it, all the crochet ideas were either hats or scarves. The knit ideas, they had a knit they had like 3 knit sweaters, a few knit hats, some Fair Isle happening. Like they had a lot of options of what you could knit with it versus what you could crochet with it. But this is just where I get super creative because I already have an idea of what I'm going to do with mine. And you know, just a little creativity in play because I'm going to make it do what it do with that crochet hook. That's what I'm going to do. But again, if I had to say stash it or leave it, this is definitely a stash it and just hold on to your receipt, because after I use it, I'll actually come back and let you know, like do an actual review and let you know if you should take it back. If you should take it back. So if you have a Michaels close by, I would definitely say go check it out. Now, every Michaels is not going to have every colorway because that's just how Michaels does. So they're not going to have every colorway. So you might find one colorway at one Michaels and another colorway at a different Michaels, but all the colorways are available online. And the cool thing about it is if you go to michaels.com and you're typing it in, they'll tell you what's available at whatever store. So you can put in a store and be like, hey, is this color available at that store? And they'll let you know. So I thought that was pretty cool because when I saw this colorway online, I knew I absolutely wanted this one. And it would, you know, it said that it was available at my store in limited quantities. So that's why I was just like, boo, you need to get on this first thing tomorrow. And then there was another color called Spicy Blooms that really, really, really caught my eye. The only thing was that it was very similar in colors to this one, and I decided to go with something that was a little bit more contrasting, which is why we went with the peacock blue. But the cool thing about it is that you don't have to use the colors like this, like the way that they come. You can definitely mix and match them with all the different colorways to kind of create your own. Like you could put together your own braid if you wanted to. But I'm excited about it. Like I said, I would definitely say this is a stash it. Get it in your stash. Because even if I don't, which I'm probably not, because if you know me, y'all know I'm not going to use it right away. But even just sitting on my shelf, how pretty is that just sitting on the shelf? Like I'm here for it to just sit on the shelf. So the colors are beautiful, vibrant colors. Like, of course, I have my light on, so it's definitely making them shine a little bit more. But like this on, that's true. That's that true color. That's that true color. So just really pretty, bright, vibrant colors, which I absolutely love. So again, first impression of the Caron and Pantone collaboration, stash it immediately. Like get to your Michaels right now and grab you some. All right, you guys, that's all I got for right now. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you like this video, you should be thumbing it up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love if you would subscribe. I don't get to do videos as often as I would like. I am trying to do them more, but anytime I want to make sure that when I do come on and when I am doing videos that it's actually something of value. And so but I am going to definitely try to do them more often. But if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. And if you need to get in touch with me, all my information and everything will be down below, the links. I do have some patterns. So if you need some doll patterns or crochet patterns, anything like that, all the links and everything will be down below. Or if you just have a question, you know, you can leave it in the comments or send me an email and I'll get back to you. All right, y'all enjoy the rest of your day and I will see you next time.